Hey everyone, Sean Azari here, your digital marketing expert and entrepreneur, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about how to promote your music online. Let's get into it. Are you a producer? Are you a singer? Are you a DJ? Regardless of what three of these categories you fall in, you do have one vision. And what that vision is to get your talent across a mass audience so you could become famous or whatever your goal is, so you can live your dream of becoming one of these three. Now, it's very surprisingly that this group of people don't really understand what's the most important thing of this business: marketing. It really is 60% marketing, 40% producing at the end of the day. And that's the percentage breakdown that you should have as a mentality, as a musician, as a producer, as a singer, as a DJ, is your marketing skills. Get familiar with marketing. In today's society, it's all about social media marketing, all right? You want your content, your talent, which is your content, out to the mass audience, because you're not gonna wait. Don't be waiting for that golden ticket. Don't wait for that someone to sign you and some label signing you and getting that deal and praying every day someone's gonna hear your voice, or hoping that you're gonna be on the searching for the next best talent, that show on TV. Don't wait for it. Go after it. And there's so many ways of going after it. And that today, I'm gonna show you the ways that you could leverage today's social media to go after your dreams and how to make that happen. Don't wait till you get old and regret it. Let's not make that happen. Let's get to work. All right, you're a producer, DJ, whatever. You got all these things. Like, which one should you use? Okay, obviously, look, I don't produce my music, but you should obviously know I listen to podcasts. I have my favorite DJs that I listen to on a weekly basis to stay relevant. You wanna have a podcast, you wanna have a weekly podcast, you wanna have a monthly podcast, whatever it is, have a scheduled podcast so you stay relevant. Okay, that is very important. Now, this is very, very important to have. Podcast or SoundCloud, where you could put your work out in a platform where people could listen to a playlist on their car, in the gym, when they're reading, wherever it may be. They wanna hear you. Wherever they're gonna hear you, you have to make sure that you're on one of these platforms, podcast or SoundCloud. Now, when you're going to these venues, I guarantee, like if you want to perform a big venue or a big festival so you get a mass audience, you think they're just gonna hire you? No, they're gonna ask you who? Do you have a following? Are you gonna bring a crowd? Are you gonna attract a crowd? Well, if you show them numbers, I say, look, I have over 2 million podcast subscribers that listen to my podcast every day. They're obviously gonna sign you in. They're gonna bring you on. Why? Because you could advertise the venue, which is ding ding, money for them, money for you. They don't want a deadbeat audience. Imagine. So you gotta understand the importance of having a regular weekly podcast, or again, a monthly. You might not have the time, but if this is a serious business for you, make the time. Really make the time, all right? So obviously that's very important. Now how to grow that, we're gonna use the other platforms that I'm more familiar with. Instagram. Now how can you, if you're a producer, singer, DJ, how can you leverage Instagram? Well, I could think of like probably 50 different ways, but here is a pretty good example. When you're producing music, they have a great song coming out, you have a preview of it, right? Create little teasers, all right? Create videos. Now, you might say, I don't want a boring video just having music. Did you know you could download free stock videos, or you could sign up for I'll show you the link above, called videoblocks.com. There's adobestockvideos.com, where you could download videos that you have copyrights of, and you could create little teasers, or you could create effects. You could create a lot of stuff with these video blocks, and then insert your music, highlights, teasers. I know these big DJs, I used to listen to EDM back in the day, but I'm sure hip hop artists, they always have teasers on their Instagram. If you highlight a song, pumping you up, get ready for their track. So you need to have that. You need to entertain people with, highlights of your music, and you gotta make it very interesting, okay? So that's what, now I've seen a lot of DJs, you know what they do? They take their Instagram, right? And all you see is flyers. That's it, flyers. And then you might see, an announcement of a song that's been released on Beatport or whatever, but they don't even give you a taste of the song. Like why would I want to go to another platform to download a song that I haven't even heard? You're not leveraging the platform where I can actually hear the song. Get me excited to download the song. Why should I download it? Because Puff Daddy's in the song? No, I wanna hear it. I wanna hear it. I'm here now. Entertain me now. Don't make me go to another platform. Don't do that. Tease them, pump them up. You have their attention here on Instagram. If you have that audience, put the song in there. If you own the copyright of the song, that's again, due to Facebook and Instagram copyright violations, you gotta be careful. You need to own these songs before you go about doing so. I know a lot of DJs like to mix a couple songs that they don't own. Obviously not legal, so make sure you are following the copyright procedures and the terms and conditions of Instagram and Facebook before they delete your account. All right, another way you can highlight your parties. Bring a freaking Canon power shot, record it, get a little glimpse of everything. Record like 15 seconds here, 10 seconds there. Get a good glimpse of your party. If you really want to take it to the next level, hire people that you think your audience will like. Now, I know there's a lot of clubs at New York City where they hire a bunch of beautiful women to come to the club. They hire these agencies where they bring all these beautiful women. And what does that do? That brings up another crowd. Beautiful women also attracts men that want to spend money. So, and if you're recording that, right? If you're staging that, if you're partnering up with modeling agencies, promoters, and so forth, you could really spice up your parties. So people are, not only venues are looking at parties, people are looking at parties. People are like, I want to see this DJ. He attracts, you know, it could be women, guys, whatever it is, or this type of crowd that they want to see. It's whatever your music is. Again, at the end of the day, it's who do you want to bring? Who is your audience? You need to know who your audience is first, then figure out what they want. Beside the music, they want an atmosphere, right? Create that atmosphere. Sometimes you gotta spend that money. Sometimes you gotta work with other people. Collaborate. Make some phone calls. All right, next. YouTube. Now, don't give me the crap of you don't have time. Yes, you do. If you're producing, you could record it. You could vlog it. You could do anything on YouTube. Figure out a pattern. Now, here are some of my suggestions. How-to videos. Now, look, if you're a DJ, right? If you're producing a track, record your screen. Get that record button. There's a couple softwares out there, maybe I'll link it down below, that you could actually record your screen of doing tracks, right? And how your track came about. So when people are searching things, you're not only getting notice of how that you're teaching people, right? People want to see your end result. You're actually gaining a new audience. You may get more respect. You may gain a broader audience because what are you doing? Again, you're teaching people how to make tracks. By recording the screen and also maybe set up a camera right at your desk, talk through it. Discuss your process, document your process. And then once you've done that, right? And then you have a final production of your song. First push that out, right? Or you can push it out together or whatever. But you can push one at a, there's two separate videos. And then you could highlight the end production. People are gonna love to see how did this song came about. You have 2 pieces of content at least. At least. You might even have 3 by vlogging the whole thing and really making a creative story behind it. Singers, same thing. Show behind the scenes, vlog. Show your daily work. Show what you're doing. Show the amount of work that you're behind the studio, what you're doing, what you're practicing, what are their tone level, whatever it may be. There's so much content that you could produce as a singer, as a producer. Think a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old that wants to be a singer has no idea what they want to do, like how to start. Teach it. Be the teacher. All they're gonna do is go on YouTube and type, how can I become XYZ? All right, next, blogging. Well, I mean, this is not as serious, but obviously you need a website presence. It's good to have a blog where you could obviously create articles based on, you know, anything of your experience, or you could do tips like how you've done on YouTube. It could be the same concept, but this is all written, so people could read instead of if they don't want to watch videos. It's just more content that they could produce. Just shorter articles. Have things that are interesting, tidbits, maybe your top tracks that you like, top experiences, top clubs, anything. Or whatever, again, it's part of your experience, your life. So think about your audience, right? And who do you want to attract at the end of the day, right? Create content for them, put it on your website so you could start blasting that as well so people sign up for your newsletter. You just want to have more out there. That is a key thing. Facebook, you can do so much with Facebook to grow your audience. With Facebook Live, you could do, again, even when you're doing these YouTube tutorials, you could even have a live event. You're teaching young students that want to start DJing or want to be a singer, little clips of, you know, how you're going through the process and how you learn. Teach people, because you know what that's gonna happen? You're gonna still gain a new audience. They're gonna like your music. They're probably eventually gonna like your music. No matter what, you have a following, okay, that you can showcase to venues, to artists, whatever you wanna be. Because at the end of the day, you're doing this for yourself. you want to become more aware, okay? And by doing more and pushing out more content, that's how you're gonna do it. Push out your music, your talent, the things that you're creating on Instagram, do very similar on Facebook. You could obviously, you could push some of the teasers that you create for Instagram, you could also create for Facebook. So let me show you a few examples of what I mean by teasers. Also with Facebook, you could also promote your events. You could spend some Facebook advertising so people could buy tickets to your show. Obviously you want people to end up your show, right? So what do you need to do? You obviously need to you gotta push out content from existing parties. Hopefully you have a great video, a great teaser. Again, spend that $500 for that camera. If you can't film it, hopefully you can film it all yourself. Look, learn the skill of filming, okay? Laid Back Luke does it really well. Again, with YouTube, he started his own vlog. So carry that camera around. Your camera is your friend. That's gonna get you out there, all right? You're looking at it, I'm looking at it right now. That's what's gonna get me out there. I'm hoping I'm helping you as a musician, singer, so one day that you come back, you're like, yes, thank you, Sean, for helping me to get me out there instead of waiting for someone to sign you, because at the end of the day, you're shooting a gamble right now, all right? I'm gonna be honest with you, Musical.ly. I have no clue about Musical.ly, but I know that it's a huge social media platform that is rising. It's relatively new. It's a young demographic. I see it everywhere. People are becoming really, really famous on it. It's a platform that you should get very familiar with. I'm not gonna be the one telling you how to really work on Musical.ly because I'm still not yet familiar with it, but it is a platform where you could push out your music and gain a following and gain traction. Okay, it's called Musical.ly. And there's all these contests, leaderboards, and so forth that you could participate. It's something that you do want to look into. Don't follow behind, and so forth. And that's about it. So now with all these platforms, you obviously want to link up your podcast link. You want to get your subscribers up. You want people to hear what you gotta say. If you have a podcast every week, so you want people to download your podcast, so they're keep tuning in, they keep remembering you. So make sure your Instagram bio, your YouTube bio, your blog, your Facebook, your Musical.ly all have a link to what your podcast or your SoundCloud. Get more subscribers, get a following. That's how you're gonna get more jobs. That's how you're gonna build up awareness. That's how you're gonna get an audience, and that's how you're going to win. I hope that helped. Subscribe for more weekly videos and let me know what you think. Are you a musician? Are you a producer? Are you a singer? What are you struggling with? Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully I've answered them all. I'm sure I didn't. And make sure you check out my vlog. Until next time, see you there.